Hey everyone, welcome to EnKore, and today we're going to talk about NYX Chrome eyeshadows. Hey everyone, welcome back. So, I've been getting a lot of inquiries from many of you guys as to what other alternatives are available out there that's comparable to the higher end brands. Especially eyeshadows, because that's probably the most popular product there is in makeup that everybody's been inquiring about these days. Preferably something that will give you the same vibrancy in colors, something that's going to give you a nice color payoff, and preferably something that's reasonably priced. With today's economy, that's completely understandable. Everything's going up and up and up price-wise, especially fuel, gas, and along with that, other merchandise are, going up as well. There's a great, price hike these days, as far as pricing is concerned, and it really helps a lot if you can save a penny here, a few dollars there, and especially if you're a student or maybe a stay-home, single mom or something like that, every cent counts that you can save these days. So you can definitely check out, cheaper brands from your local drugstore or your local discount beauty supply store. And you can check out brands like Milani. That's becoming more and more popular these days. It gives you a nice color payoff, but don't expect much on the texture of it or the feel of it, because it's really not comparable that way. But that doesn't bother you, then definitely check that out. It's not as silky. Another brand that's becoming popular is Hip L'Oreal, because of the intensity and vibrancy of their colors. And one thing that I really like is NYX, and this video is just going to show you that. And the Chrome eyeshadow is probably my favorite line in the eyeshadow line that NYX carry, because it has the same quality that I look for in eyeshadows and pigments combined in one product. Okay, and these are kind of like, it has a metallic finish to it, so it's comparable to a lot of the MAC eyeshadows and pigments, that has the shimmers and stuff. And this is what I look for in eyeshadow, and hopefully this is something that you guys look for as well. There are three factors that I check out in eyeshadows. First, of course, is the vibrancy of color. If it's going to give you a good color payoff, and is it going to be, bright and vivid and intense. Of course, that's the first thing I look for. Second is the stay put power. Now, is that color going to fade in a couple of hours? Wherein you're going to need to touch up, or is it going to last all day and night? You put it on in the morning and you wash it off at night. And I'm pretty sure that's a characteristics that everyone wanted to have in their eyeshadow. You just put it on one time and then just don't care about it until you take it off at night. And the third factor, of course, is the slip and blendability. Okay, that's very important, because I prefer the eyeshadows to glide onto your skin like silk. Alright, and then of course the blendability factor is what's going to, make your eyeshadow blend with other colors, especially if you use more than just one color. Alright, and there are a lot of cheaper brands out there that doesn't have that. It's going to take you forever in a day just to blend the colors, and sometimes they don't blend well nicely. So, especially if they have two different textures. So those three factors pretty much are the main characteristics that I look for in eyeshadow. And NYX Chrome eyeshadow just have that. Now they have other eyeshadows, and they're all great as far as vibrancy and color payoff are concerned, but they all have different qualities in slip factor, blendability factor, and of course, the stay put power. They're all different. And I found that the Chrome eyeshadows probably have all the characteristics I look for in eyeshadow. So definitely check this out when you can. I will list some of the places that you can get these at the end of this video. But for now, I'm just going to show you guys my top 10 picks. Okay, now this line come in like a multitude of colors. And I have quite a bit of them, but I'm just going to show you my top 10 picks. So that way you can check these colors out. And I'm going to start with red. And red, plain and simple, it's red. It's a gorgeous red. You can see it kind of glistens and shimmers a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of primer on kind of like one side of the back of my hand. So that way I can swatch with the primer and then I can swatch the other side without the primer. So that way you can see the difference with or without primer. Now, like I said, you can apply this wet or dry. So that's just a preference. Some of you like to apply your eyeshadows, you know, your powder shadows wet, or what we call foiling. Or, and some of you guys, you know, maybe in a rush or something, doesn't have time to do all of that and just wanted to apply it on as is. That's fine as well. So we're going to start with red, and I'm just going to use my flat brush. This is the 239. And this is finely milled. Alright. So, one thing I like about these as well, they're pressable. So, if you like pigment pressing or anything like that, you can definitely press these. So I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand. Okay, so there it is. Now this is the one with the primer, so it's a little bit more intense. And then there's the one that's just on bare skin. Alright, so you can see it's vibrant, and that's red. Okay, the next color I'm going to show you is lilac. And lilac, it's just like a light lavender color. It's really pretty. Lilac. So there you go. That's the primed area right here. And that's bare skin. Now lilac is probably one of the best highlighter color I like in this line. Okay, the next color I'm going to show you is Bayou. And Bayou is kind of like a blue color. It's got a lot of sparkles in it. Okay, so that's Bayou in the primed area, and then just in the bare skin. So the colors are really intense on these, so I love it. Alright, the next color I'm going to show you is Penny. There you go. So that's Penny. And then this one's called Lagoon. So that's Lagoon. Okay, I have 5 more to show you, so I'm going to add some more primer right here. And this one's called Beauty Queen. There you have it. That's Beauty Queen. And this one is called Sunny Day. This is a really intense pink color, which is one of my favorite pinks. It's kind of like a purplish pink, more like a hot pink color. There you go. So that's primed, and that's bare. The next one is green. So that's green right there. Okay, I have 2 more, and this one's orange. I really like this color. It's like an intense, kind of like, almost like that deep orange, kind of like a ripe tangerine color. It's right there. It's so pretty. That's primed, that's bare. And then my 10th pick is called Space. It's really pretty. There you go, that's Space. Alright, so check those colors out, and they are available at, of course, NYXcosmetics.com. You can also find these at cherryculture.com. And you can also visit your local drugstores such as CVS, Rite Aid, Harmon's Beauty Discount also carry these, and of course Ulta. And you can also just Google, NYX Cosmetics and see, where it's available at your local stores. So that's my NYX picks, and thanks for joining me today. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.